Hey y'all, welcome back to Lovable Shelly's BL Reactions. Once again, my name is Shelly. Thank you all for tuning in today to my channel. Um, if you have any BL suggestions or boy love suggestions for TV shows or movies that you would like me to react to, just leave the names down below. As long as they have English subtitles that I can find somewhere, I will go ahead and watch them. I'm going to try to react to most, if not all, of the BLs that I am not only people recommend for me to watch, but also ones I have on my Viki app and on YouTube and on a couple of other apps that I have, especially Drama Cool on my tablet as well. So with that being said, in the last episode, we saw that Type had been messaging Faye because he doesn't realize that he's in love with Tharn yet. Anyway, it kicks off with that again. He's basically been messaging her this whole time. Type is, being Type. He doesn't want to admit that he has feelings for a guy. So he is going to deny. Anyway, Tharn is making sure that he's trying to eat and he's taking care of himself. And Tharn knows him so well because of all the spicy food that he eats and stuff. So Tharn, when he gets him food, like now, he got him spicy stir-fried noodles. So he's constantly, watching out for Type and getting him the stuff that he likes. And, yeah, guess my fireplace is going. Sorry about that. It's cold today. So we are going to get right back into Tharntype episode 6. Let's go. So Type has now realized that Tharn knows a lot about what foods he likes. So Type asks Tharn what he likes, and Tharn proceeds to tell him everything he likes to eat. And Type is like, I only asked one question, because it took him a little bit. It took Tharn a little bit, but yeah. So yeah, let's see what else happens. Let's go. So Type is still texting Faye, and at this point, Tharn has now seen him texting somebody. So Type is now busted. So Techno has fallen asleep in one of the other rooms, or one of the club rooms. And now he's been asked to deliver something, so he runs into Tharn. Jesus fucking Christ on a cracker. Techno, stop opening your goddamn mouth, because Techno informs Tharn about Type being all over and having feelings for a girl. Techno, you're doing a whole lot of this, baby boy. I need you to do this. Okay? None of this and this. Whole lots. Okay? So, yeah, Techno, once again, being Techno, opens his mouth and mentions Type talking to and having feelings for and flirting with Faye to Tharn. And Tharn gets pissed off because he thought that him and Type were an exclusive fuck buddies thing. Then Type decides to send Tharn lovely little text of their rules of the fuck buddies or casual lovers. So he sends him rules. Let's see what happens. So also before the rules, what happens is Type had made plans to go see Tharn's band perform at the bar, but it's Faye's birthday. So he is going to spend time with Faye on her birthday and drop Tharn. Now the reason too is I understand people are like, oh, I can't believe Tharn, Type is doing this to Tharn, blah, blah, blah. I get it. Trust me, I get it. My TikTok, because I do have a TikTok, my TikTok daughter was the same way when she watched it with me. She was livid at the whole Faye situation and was like, Faye's such a, she was just insulting, and I even insulted as well when I first started watching it. Type doesn't belong to her. She doesn't have the right equipment for him. Like, girl, honey, you need to grow a dick and no strap-ons aren't gonna work for him to be into you. Type situation. Like, I was that person. So that happens. But the whole Type being with Faye situation in this story has to happen, and it does happen in this episode, has to happen in order for Type to wake up and realize that he's in love with Tharn. So, no, I don't like the whole Faye situation. I adore Faye. Do not get me wrong. I adore that girl she's amazing. Like, I want her to have her freaking happy ending. She deserves it. She's incredible. But I understand why they needed to bring her in with Type for Type to wake up. So, let's go see what else happens. So, now getting back into that, Type has now sent 10 rules for a casual lover, casual relationship to Tharn. Rule number 1 is to never get jealous. Rule number 2 is no emotional involvement. It's too late for Tharn on that one. Number 3, don't cross the line. Number 4, can become exclusive, but not necessary. So 4 is kind of important right now too. 5, don't share partner with friends. 6, if the partner wants a real relationship, but not with you, don't cause a ruckus. 7, don't be overly attentive. 8, both partners can have many lovers. 9, BFs or girlfriend is priority. 10, if it gets caught, game over. So those are the rules. Now, remember rule number 6, where if, don't cause a ruckus. Type literally asked Tharn, what does he say? Will you stop doing number 6? So he basically asked him to, stop causing a ruckus because of the whole situation. So that's what happens. So Tharn being Tharn and not wanting to actually lose Type says, this is better, this works. Like, when I'm horny, I'll come to you. When you need to let off some steam, you can come to me. But you can tell in Tharn's words and in his heart that is not what he wants. So, let's go and see what else happens. So, now they have decided to be casual lovers and do all that. This is where the fun, using that term loosely, begins. So, Tharn is basically, starting to have, he's kissing, Type's neck and stuff like that. He's trying to get Type in the mood. And Faye texts Type. Type instantly stops whatever he is doing with Tharn and is, texting Faye. And Tharn is like, you're such a great boyfriend. I'm on top of you. And you're focused on your girl. So, yeah, Tharn gets a little heated, but he tries to act like it's no big deal. We all know that's not true. But let's see what else happens, okay? So let go. So this is also the part in the episode where Type informs Tharn that he is not going to be able to make it to his show on Friday because it's Faye's birthday and he's going to spend time with her. So yeah, let's keep going. Let go. So basically, after the show, Tharn proceeds to get very drunk because, Type's not there. He's kind of miserable without his baby, so he's, drinking. Type is on his date with Faye. He's talking about moving into dorms next semester or next year or whatever it is. He gets her a really cute stuffed teddy bear for her birthday, which I think is the cutest gift ever. she invites him back up to her place, but like he couldn't even hug her. Like, he tells Tharn that he slept with her, and he apologizes to Tharn for it. But in actuality, Type couldn't do anything. He couldn't hug her, he couldn't kiss her, he couldn't touch her. Every time he wasn't getting aroused by her. And Type informs Tharn that he can no longer get aroused, or he is no longer attracted to any women, that he only wants Tharn. That's all he wants. That's the only person he wants to be with for the rest of his, forever. Because, and Tharn is making excuses. Tharn is like, well, maybe it just wasn't right. Maybe you just weren't into her. Maybe another girl or another guy will take your place and blah, blah, blah. And all this excuse. And Type is like, no, I only want you. So, Type and Tharn actually become an item in this episode. So, because, Type woke up and realized that he was in love with Tharn. And yes, you are hearing clicking because I am, skipping parts because I've already talked about it. So, but Tharn was actually going to completely call it off with Type. He was going to completely call everything off until Type admitted how he felt. So, let's go and see what happens. Basically, after Type makes his confession, Tharn's like, so you are mine. So you're mine now. And Type goes, no, it's you who are mine, because I'm not going to let you go again. So Type has now come, accepts his feelings. And Tharn informs Type, you already know that I've already been yours. So, I just adore their relationship. It's perfect. Now that everything's been squashed and settled, their relationship is absolutely perfect. And of course, Type is now making out with Tharn, and I'm sorry, it's Mew and Golf. I don't blame you or go. Those two boys are just freaking perfect. So, yeah. And May comes over and comforts. Sorry about that. We've had really bad wind and stuff, and my allergies are going freaking haywire. May comes over and comforts Faye. And that scene is really important because in Tharntype 2, Type reacts to that scene where May is comforting Faye. So, or Mai is comforting Faye. So, basically, Type told Faye, I already have a partner and I don't want to keep hurting them anymore. And that's why he ended it with her. He can't even hug her. He can't, none of that, obviously, because they are now official. Tharn and Type have sex. Shocker there. Those boys are having sex all the time. So, you have that whole situation where he finally admits, what he told her to, And it's the next morning, and Tharn is like, so you remember what we talked about last night? And Type's like, I remember everything. I know that we're dating. I know we're together. Because he wanted to make sure. And then this scene just makes my heart happy. So, in this scene, Tharn is on the computer. Type is sitting on his bed, or laying on the bed, and he just kind of like starts like doing this, like the whole hair thing to Tharn. So I just think it's so cute. So yeah, that is one of my favorite scenes because he just kind of like just strokes his hair.